Right, what's going on, guys? So today I'm bringing you another video. Obviously, I released the 442 custom tactics yesterday. You guys absolutely seemed to love it. You guys liked it. You guys did everything. It was a 1 out of 10 video. And I said to you guys on Twitter, if you wanted another one, I'd give you another one. So today I'm going to be doing this one a bit differently though, because I put a poll out on Twitter. I said, do you want me to just do the one of what I would use at the start of the game, or do you want me to do what I do when I'm defending a lead, when I'm just playing slightly more defensive, when I'm pressing a bit, or if I'm playing all out attack? You guys obviously voted for all four because you guys love it. So that's how we're going to be doing it today. But before we start, if you haven't, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Turn the notification bell on as well if you want to know when I'm uploading. I'm going to be trying to upload every day at some point during the day. So just keep an eye out. Or if you want to catch me on my Twitter, that's where I'll always post when I'm going to upload. So that's clutch_FIFA on Twitter. So today we are doing the 4-2-3 one. It is probably the most sought after one. It's obviously been the meta for the last probably 4 or 5 years now. Everyone loves the 4-2-3 one. It's the best formation to kind of start off on the game. So let's get right into it. So this is going to be what we're using when we're starting off a game. We don't know how the other person's really trying to play, and we're just trying to keep a neutral playing field and just kind of be in as much control as we can. So defensive style is balanced. Like I said, this is kind of just like a warmer. You're just kind of trying to figure out how they're playing. So balance, you don't want to go pressing, because if they play a certain style that kind of contradicts that, you don't want to be getting sucked in and going 1 or 2 goals down at the start of the game. So balance is how we're starting it off. Width is 5. As you guys would have seen in my past videos, I'm always a 5 width kind of guy. I don't go low or higher on defensive because I don't want them too narrow. I don't want them too wide. It's a good balance for me. Just the same as my depth, you guys would have seen, I don't like going further than 4 depth. If you go too low, it creates weird spaces in the midfield and the defence, and it just becomes really awkward. And if you go much higher, it does work, but obviously it's risky. Didn't mean to do that, sorry guys. So yeah, it's a bit risky. So now we have offence. Again, balance. Like I said, this is just a starter. We're just trying to figure out what people are doing. We're not getting too invested. We're just playing. We're just being careful, not doing anything too crazy. 4 width. I don't want them too wide. Obviously, this formation is really good for the passing patterns and obviously good for through balls as well. So I don't want them hanging out too wide and being too far away from everyone. So 4 width is why I do that. And then we've got 5 players in the box. Only because I use Bruno Fernandes as one of my CDMs. So I like someone who attacks a bit more in the DM role. Which genuinely means that they push up more into the box. So it just depends on your choosing and who you have in the midfield. Maybe you go 4 if you have 2 more defensive minded ones, but I have 5 because, like I said, I like one of my DMs to kind of trying to push into the box a bit more. So corners is just 2, you know, it's just the standard. The free kicks is 1 because I always usually shoot from a free kick, so I just put everyone else back so I don't get counter attacked. So the instructions. Well, they haven't been done apparently, so I will sit here and do them with you. So I put my striker on getting behind. That is literally it for my striker. I just think with this game, because the through balls are so overpowered, it's just a necessity this year. Some people obviously may disagree because they may play a bit of a slower style and they prefer a lot of passing, which is fine. But obviously I like to just bomb on, get up the pitch as quick as I can. So that's why I've got to get him behind on. But that's it. Apart from that, I don't put him on stay forward. I want to try and stay a bit closer to the cams. I want to try and build up the play a bit more. I don't want him to be too far away, so I don't keep it on stay forward. So then you've got the cam. Now the cam, I do put on stay forward because I don't want him dropping into the midfield roles and being too far away from my striker. So we put him on stay forward. And then we put on get into the box across. As you guys know, I love an RBX cross. And they are really, really effective. And so I just put all my wide players, anyone in attacking role, they best believe they're getting into the box because I'm scoring those crosses. So yeah, get into the box across, stay forward is what I'm running. Now, my wide cams, it is literally just get into the box across. Like I just explained, it's for the RBX crosses only. But also, I don't want them on stay forward because I do want them to try and help my fullbacks. I don't want them going too high up to a point where my fullbacks get isolated in 2-on-1 situations, especially because I have an attacking DM in Bruno Fernandes. I don't want Nelson Semedo to get isolated, so that's why I just don't put them on stay forward. I just put them on balance, so they'll just do what the game naturally wants them to do. Now, DM roles, like I said, I have 2 different ones, so I'll have this one as stay back while attacking, and cover centre. Obviously, I just want him to stay back, and I want him to try and protect the defence. And then cover centres, obviously, I've got a left mid and a left cam, so I don't need anyone to really defend the wings. So that's why I have him on stay centre. And then the other DM, which is my more attacking one, I just keep it on balanced attack and cover centre. Now, it's because I want Bruno to kind of float a bit more, play a bit more naturally. Obviously, with his attacking roles, he can just do a lot on the pitch. So that is why we are going for Bruno on balance instead of stay back while attacking. But like I said, if you have two more box-to-box / defensive minded midfielders, it totally makes sense to put both of them on stay back. But I only have it on one because of the way I like to have my DM partnership. And then both of the fullbacks, pretty standard procedure, just on stay back while attacking. So like I said, this is just what I will be starting the game off on. It's nothing too crazy, but it's just probably what the standard procedure would be for a pro setup, and maybe apart from a few tweaks. So what we're going to do now, we're going to start at, this is what we will be using if we're going to try and hold a lead. Now, this is not nice, this is not fair. It's a broken mechanic in the game, but I'm trying to teach you guys how to get the most wins possible. So if it's 88th minute, you're one goal up, this is what I'm switching to. If I'm trying to hold a lead against a good player I think could make a comeback, this is what I'm switching to every time. So obviously we're going to go drop back. We just want everyone back, really. This is going to be a running theme in this setup. Obviously, if you guys don't want to run it, obviously you don't have to. It's not something that I'm proud of running, but unfortunately I'm just doing what I need to do for the wins, man. I can't let my pride and my ego get in the way of the coins. So drop back is definitely what I'm using. Full width, like I said, just because it's a bit more defensive, I'm trying to tuck them in because my wing backs will be moving further back, so like my wide cams, they'll be dropping further, so I can afford to go a bit narrow with the defence. 2 depth, like I said, I'm just getting everyone the hell back. I don't go 1 because I feel like they actually end up just standing around doing nothing. So I want 2 just to kind of make them a bit more aware. So that's why we go for 2 depth. Obviously, like I said, we're just trying to get everyone back. We're just trying to defend. Now, long ball. This is a tactic I don't think a lot of people use, but I really like it actually in a defensive counter-attacking style of play. So basically how long ball works, as it says in the description, the team will make runs for long balls into space when behind the opposing back line or up to a target man. Strikers who are fast with a good attacking positioning attribute are the best at this tactic. So this is why, especially if you have a high-rated team, so if you have the Neymars and Mbappes, Ronaldo's, this works really well because they have such high attacking positioning. You can basically just park the bus over the top through ball, either of your wide cams or straight down the middle, and a lot of the time you'll end up getting a free goal on the counter when you're trying to hold a lead. So I would really suggest long ball, especially if you have those high-rated players. If you don't, it still works, but obviously not as effective, and it is a bit more of a pay-to-win tactic if there is one. Width, again, I'm just trying to keep it narrow, so I'm staying the same as the defence. I want it all tucked in. I just want to be able to be as defensive as I can, really. Players in the box is only on 2 because I only want my striker in the box. Like I said, I'm not trying to attack, and both of these are on 1. I'm completely trying to avoid the counter-attack. Have no interest in that whatsoever. Now, so like I said, I have getting behind on the striker, but I do have on come back on defence, so he will tuck in still. But he's on getting behind, so for that long ball tactic, he can boot the ball over the top, run in behind, and just try and cause as much trouble as he can. But apart from that, yeah, like I said, it's just come back on defence, getting behind. The cam is literally on come back on defence. It's the same for all 3 of these, to be honest. I am literally just wanting them to defend. Like, we are just, on this one, we are fighting for the badge. The boys have got to show their passion. So it's come back on defence every single time. Both of these stay back while attacking cover centre. Now, you guys might be wondering why don't I put one of them on drop between defenders, and because basically it ends up causing a weird 3 at the back, and then you only end up having 1 defensive midfielder. It causes a lot of weird friction in the team. The drop between defenders only really works if you have a single DM formation, so a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. It doesn't really work for a 2 DM formation. So stay while attacking cover centre is what I'm using on both, and then obviously both of the fullbacks. Everyone else is just on stay while attacking. So that is the ultra defensive. We're trying to hold a lead, fight for the badge tactic. Now we have, this is just more general play. If I feel like, right, a guy's sitting off a bit, I have a good chance of pressing the ball off him, and if I feel like I'm just a better player, this is what I will switch to. I want to be able to press the ball and attack as quick as I can, and basically try and get people out. If you guys didn't know, I run a weekend league service. If you're interested in it, it's at Your Foot Needs on Twitter. But so I play a lot of weekend league games, so I'm trying to get as many rage quits as I can. So fast build up, press after possession loss. This is kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to play high up the pitch, aggressive, trying to get those wins as soon as I can. Now, so I use press after possession loss. So as explained, it says after your team loses possession of the ball, your teammates will press the ball for approximately 7 seconds. This will affect player fatigue, and your players could be out of position if you don't win it back during this time. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Like it says, your players will press the ball, they will be out of position. So you've just got to back yourself and your skill and your press as well as the game helping you. But you have to press the ball as well and win that ball back. I obviously back myself. I'm a confident player, so that's why I use it. If you're not as confident with the press, maybe I suggest maybe pressure on heavy touch or just balanced. But this is what I feel like works for me. So then we've got width. So we're going to go 5 width. Like I said, you guys know, I don't have to really explain it again. I don't like going wider than that or narrower than that if I'm just trying to play naturally. So 5 width was where I'm at, and 4 depth. You know how I do it, guys. At this point, you should know. You should be expecting it. So yeah, so 4 depth, 5 width on the defensive. It's kind of where I feel most comfortable. So that's why I use that. Obviously, you can adjust it 1 or 2 each way if you want to. I will completely understand if you would, just to suit your play style. Like I said, these tactics are built for me. It's built for how I play. So if it doesn't work for you, I apologise. Just tweak it if you feel like you're close. But yeah, like I said, these are built for me. So don't expect it to work for you straight away because it's built for my play style. Okay. So offensive style, fast build up. Like I said, I'm trying to play quick. I'm trying to be attacking. I'm trying to get in behind. I want to cause chaos, and fast build up is actually a really nice way of building up a lot of quick, fast passing plays and a good way to counter attack. Like it says, the tactic pushes players forward for a faster build up. But if you lose possession of the ball, you could find yourself under a counter. So like I said, you just got to be confident, especially in this one. This one is actually, for me, it's more of a defensive issue than an attacking. Attacking, it's great, and I think it's pretty hard to fuck it up. The only thing that can be hard is if you do lose the ball, you have to be confident on one-on-one defending situations, because a lot of the time there will only be 2 or 3 defenders with 4 attackers. So you've got to be confident in your defending skills to play it like this. Obviously, like I said, we are choosing to play a bit of a pressing style, so you can just switch to the balanced one if you didn't want to go for this. But this is why I've got that one on. So it's just really up to you. So 4 width. Like I said, it's just the standard for me with 4-2-3-1. I don't want them going any wider because they end up going too far away from the striker in the cam, and it just becomes really, really spread out, and you ain't got a lot of passing options. So that is why I stick with 4 width. Players in the box is 6 because, like I said, I'm just trying to be more aggressive on this one. So you've got the striker, the cam, and one of the midfielders into the box, and you've got your 2 wide players crossing the ball. That's just how I like to play this formation. When I'm trying to press the ball, like I said, I'm just going for goals with trying to be ruthless. Alright, so that's why we're playing that. As usual, just 2 corners, 1 free kicks. Like I said, don't want to get caught in the counter attack. Also with corners, you get a few players in there, but like I said, you don't want to get caught on the counter. Now, like I said, this getting behind, stay forward. Obviously, you guys know why I use this on my striker. But obviously, I use stay forward on this one just because I actually want him to be a bit more attacking. So that is why I've got to stay forward on. As the cam, as it was on the balance one, stay forward, get into the box across. I want those RBX crosses. I want him staying closer to the striker. Both of the wide cams, the tactics are the same. Get into the box across. I want them to be getting on the end of those RBX crosses, tucking into the wide bits of the box so I can do the cut across goals, just a little pass across goal instead of a cross. So that is why I'm using that on the wide cams. Stay while attacking cover centre on Alan, my defensive DM, because that's just the way I like to do it. You want that DM to be protecting your defence. I would recommend probably, the reason I use Alan at the moment is because of I use Alan just because he's untradeable, but I would, if you're going to go for a more of an attacking DM, I would go for a more of an out and out DM. So maybe someone like I'm trying to think who could be a DM that is an icon. I was going to say Patrick Vieira, but obviously not everyone can afford him. Maybe like a Road to the Finals Zakaria, someone like an out and out DM, or a Fabinho. Just someone who is an out-and-out DM. That's what they're there for, to cover Bruno, because as he is going to float up, like my Bruno is going to go up trying to attack, create chances. So that is why I've got him on attacking sort of balanced attack instead of stable while attacking. And again, cover centre, because I've got the 2 wide players on each wing. I don't need a third, so that is why they're there. And then all the attackers are still on stable while attacking, because considering I'm playing a fast way, I don't want them bombing on. I need the 4 defenders back. And now we have the last one. This is the balls to the wall, 2-3 goals down, trying to win the ball back, trying to win the game. This is what I'm going for. Width. Now, I'll explain this. People may be a bit shocked at the 1 width, but I will explain it. So, defensive style is constant pressure. Obviously, I'm just trying to win the ball back. You know, we're a couple goals down. We need to win. So constant pressure is what I'm on. As you can as you can see on the defensive side, I'm sticking with the trusty 4 to 5 width. 4, I think it's just because I'm playing a bit more narrow in general, because I want players to be able to pass the ball quicker to try and score goals. So that is why we're on 4 width instead of 5. And then the depth is 7. Like I said, we're just trying to get the hell up the pitch. I don't want it on 10 because it'll be too far up, but 7 depth is where I'm at with this formation. On team press, just full, we're just going for it, we're trying to get goals. So offensive style is obviously fast build up. We want to get up the pitch as quick as we can, build attacks. So that is why we're on fast build up, pretty self-explanatory. Now the width is 1. Now people are probably shocked at this. I think that when you are playing for the win, but if you're going for a big comeback like this, but you're using 4-2-3-1, you need narrowness is what is the best to get you a win. I use 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and it is a really, really good one of making comebacks. So this is kind of a way of almost making it into this. So 1 width, it tucks those wider cams in a bit more, and you still got the cam striker kind of relationship. It ends up playing like a cool kind of narrow. So that's why I'm on the 1 width. Then obviously players in the box is 7. I just want everyone to get in the box and try and score goals. Really, it's not easier than that. It's just as self-explanatory it is. And then corners and free kicks. Free kicks I can bring down to 1 because it doesn't matter because I'm shooting. Corners, we just get everyone in there. So corners would be on 4, free kicks 1. That is why I'm just going to be trying to score as many goals as I can. Now, the tactics. So we've got getting behind, stay forward. So just the same as usual. That striker, I want him trying to get in behind and score goals. So that doesn't change. Stay forward, get into the box across on the middle cam. Now this is the only difference. I have stay forward, get into the box across on both of my wide cams as well, which obviously, if you guys have been paying attention on the other ones, I didn't have them on stay forward. I just had them on the balanced. That's just because we want as many people in the box as possible trying to score. And then both of my DMs are on stay back, are just on balanced attack. Like I said, even my defensive DM, I'm pushing up the pitch. Like I said, we're trying to score goals. And then both of them are on cover centre because that's just what I like to do on this. And then both of the fullbacks, I don't even have them on stay while attacking, I just have them on balanced. I want them to try and get up the pitch a bit more, support the attackers. Like I said, we're just balls to the wall to try and score goals. But yeah, guys, listen, this has been me. This has been the 4-2-3-1. If you guys have enjoyed the video format like this as well, me going through all 4, let me know in the comments. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. I'm going to try to do more videos like this in the future. Let me know. I appreciate all your guys' support as of late. It has really helped out a lot. Oh, stupid, go away. So it has really helped out a lot, and I'm really motivated to try and get this YouTube grind going. Let me know if there's any more formations as well you want in the comments. Alright, guys. But for now, it's been me, Clutch, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.